Grab your popcorn and hold tight. Let's take a nostalgic trip down Nollywood memory lane as we revisit those cheeky child actors who stole our hearts, and more importantly, where they are right now. Some glowed up, others glowed out. Either way, their stories will make you laugh, cry, and maybe even wonder if your own childhood was that dramatic. Let me remind you to hit the like button to like this video. If you are new here, drop a comment to indicate your presence, and let's get into the list. Funke Akindele. Nigerians first met Funke Akindele in 1998 as BC, the brainy secondary school student in I Need to Know, the type of girl your parents would point at and say, "Why can't you be like her?" While most of us were dodging morning assembly, Funke was already acting like she had WAEC and Netflix contracts to pass. Fast forward to 2009, Jennifer hit our screens and boom, BC switched from I Need to Know to I Need to Blow. Suddenly, she was speaking Raz English, chasing fame and confusing us with phrases like "I am not understanding," but we were understanding the talent. Today, that same child actor now owns cinema like Pepper Sellers own market space. Funke Akindele didn't just grow up, she glowed up, cashed out, and left childhood rose in the dust. Promise Odika. Promise Odika was the Nollywood child actor who cried more tears than onions in the 90s and early 2000s. If there was an orphan, a blind boy, or a child being flogged by a wicked stepmother in the movie, just know Promise was somewhere in the cast, eyes red and ready. He joined Nollywood at just 14 with Lost Kingdom, but it was Onyeze, An Hour of Grace, that made him a household name. Nigerians didn't know if they should adopt him or start a prayer ministry on his behalf because the boy suffered in every film. If Promise wasn't blind, he was being beaten, and if he wasn't being beaten, he was somewhere crying like NEPA took lights during Superstory. Then just like that, poof, he vanished. Turns out he went to university. That education break humbled the career. But these days, he's behind the camera with his own company, African Child Entertainment. Genevieve Naji. Genevieve was that Nollywood child actor who went from ripples to royalty. At just 8 years old, while most kids were still dodging assignments and stealing meats from the pot, Genevieve was already on TV giving aunties acting fever. By 19, she entered Nollywood fully with Most Wanted, and let's just say after that, producers most wanted her in every movie. From Last Party to Blood Sisters, she was the go-to face for beauty, brains, and that signature silent suffering look that made every Nigerian mom shout, "This girl can act." Played everything from village damsel to city heartbreak queen, collecting roles the way we collect wedding souvenirs. That girl from Ripples is now a global icon, director and producer. While some child stars fade like NEPA lights, Genevieve upgraded, rebranded, and is now a whole queen mother in Nollywood. Ugochukwu Oko was the Nollywood child actor who once ruled our screens before vanishing like NEPA light during Champions League. If you watched Nollywood in the late 90s and early 2000s, you definitely saw him in every other film. Ugochukwu joined the industry in 1995, and by 1999, his role as Ikem in Oganigwe had aunties and uncles asking, "Who is the small boy that can act like this?" Then came Onyeze in 2001, and boom, he was everywhere, crying, laughing, or outsmarting adults like a true Nollywood child genius. From The Deceiver to I'm Not Stupid, Ugochukwu became the smart-mouthed boy every director wanted and every parent used to compare their kids. But just as we were getting used to him, he jumped out to UNN to Facebook. After graduation, he looked back at Nollywood and said, "Not my portion again." Now, the once famous child actor has traded script for real life, adulting in peace. Destiny Etiko. Destiny was a Nollywood child actor who turned small roles into big mansions. If you watched the movie Twin Brothers back in the day and thought that little girl beside Osita Iheme was just passing time, think again. That child actor was already cooking stardom with extra Maggie. While other kids were still watching Aki and Popo, Destiny was acting beside Sam Loko Efe and holding her own like a true drama warrior. Her real pepper soup breakthrough came in 2012 with Idemili, and from there, she didn't just rise, she flew. That same child actor who once wore humble dresses on set is now stepping on necks with designer heels, body snatched like waist trainer advert, and plenty drama to match. Today, Destiny Etiko isn't just acting, she is living the script. With mansions in Enugu and Lagos, this once tiny actress is now Nollywood royalty, proving that from childhood hustle comes adult flex. Stephanie Bonham. Stephanie was the Nollywood child actress who once made us cry, clap, and shout, "Jay, this girl sabi act," in the late 90s and early 2000s. If you watched Mothering Sunday, Hour of Grace, or Deadly Poison, you definitely remember her. The dark-skinned child actress who always carried emotional silence or emotional scenes on her small shoulders like school bag. Stephanie was the go-to girl for various roles, a type that made your mom turn to you and say, "You better learn from her." Her face was everywhere, TV posters inside her cousin's VHS collection. Just when we were ready to crown her the next big thing, boom, she vanished faster than jollof rice at a wedding. Turns out Nollywood was just her starter pack. These days, that same child actress is now running an event house in Lagos, flipping parties instead of script, and cashing out without stepping on a movie set. From spotlight to spotlighting others. Now we. Chinenye Ogwejofo. Chinenye was the Nollywood child actress who once melted our hearts with her calm face and innocent roles. Back in the day, if you watched Blood Sisters, you would remember her as Omotala's sweet daughter, the one that made you hug your own mommy after the movie. She wasn't the loud or dramatic type. She just appeared, acts like a perfect girl, and still the whole show. From My Body, My Soul with Ram to Noah to Hidden Truth with Joker Silva, Chinenye was the soft-spoken legend that every Nollywood home recognized. But just as we were preparing to see her in every movie, she disappeared faster than network during a thunderstorm. Turns out Auntie went to UNEC to Facebook. After graduation, she briefly returned, then wakad straight to Boston, USA. Today, that same child actress is living the soft life abroad, far away from Nollywood wahala and Nigerian traffic. Moyo Lawal. If you grew up on classic Nollywood, you definitely remember Moyo Lawal, the small but mighty actress who was practically raised on Nigerian television. From Abinta to Friends to Shallow Waters, she was always there, playing one traumatized character or the other with full seriousness, like someone who lost biscuit money in boarding school. Then came Tinsel, where she played Chini and officially told us, "I don't come here to joke." Her acting career wasn't even planned. One friend just said, "Try this thing," and boom, next thing, she was jumping from school stage plays to Nollywood red carpets. Even though the next movie star reality show didn't crown her queen, Moyo refused to agree. Before we knew it, she was in Flatmates, Jennifer's Diary, and of course, Super Story, aka the show that trained us all, and in emotional intelligence. Today, she's still in the game, acting, vibing on social media, and causing commotion with 3 million Instagram followers. Williams Uchemba. If you watched Nollywood in the early 2000s, then Williams Uchemba was that small boy who could cry like Nnebe just took light during cartoon. He was the go-to child actor for everything emotional. If there was suffering, poverty, or a wicked stepmother involved, just know Williams was somewhere in the script looking miserable. From "Oh, my son" to "The World of Riches," he hadn't just acted. He made you cry and question your own life. Then just when he was about to collect the Best Nollywood Crying Machine award, he disappeared off to get a degree in international relations from UNN. But Williams didn't stop there. He came back like Diesel's prize, this time as a full-blown comedian and social media lord with millions of followers laughing at his kids. Now, he is also a philanthropist, dishing out scholarships and saving lives through his foundation. From child actor to serious helper. What a plot twist. Sandra Uchemba. If you remembered Journey of the Dead, Then, you have definitely seen Sandra Uchemba, the quieter Uchemba sibling who acted alongside other Mother Williams back in the early 2000s, while Williams became the poster child for emotional roles and small boy teasers. Sandra was there too, holding her own, even though most people now treat her Nollywood era like a deleted scene. She joined the industry in 2000, and just as the glow was about to turn to stardom, Sandra disappeared like a phone signal in Okokomaiko. No farewell tour, no exit interviews, push, just puff. Nollywood lovers kept asking, what happened to that girl? Like it was a national emergency. While Williams stayed back to cry and do comedy, Sandra went to UNN, bagged a business administration degree, and japped to Ireland. These days, she's not acting or skip making, she's farming. Yes, so Sandra is now an agricultural-based entrepreneur in Dublin, planting seeds and collecting euros. Nnebe. Chinenye didn't just stumble into Nollywood. She was practically born on a movie set with her mom Uchenna as a producer, acting as her version of baby food. By the other kids were learning ABC, Chinenye was already shouting out and action on sets. At age 3, she joined the Child Actor League, and by 2015, she was making grown adults cry in Dry, playing the young Zara like it was her real name. From that moment, the key hammering rose like suya on hot coal, 14 Mountain, Dirty Diamond, The Model, Deep Water, you name it. While other child actors vanished like Nepalite, Chinenye doubled down not just with movies, but with modeling and even her own online clothing store, Shop with Chini. Now she's grown Nollywood boss, babe, blending child star nostalgia with Gen Z hustle. From Pampers to premieres, this child actor is still cashing out. Derele Edun was not just a child actor, he was the child actor with enough energy to power NEPA. If you watched NTA in the 90s, you definitely saw him on Kiddie Vision 101, jumping around like Caprison was his feel. It wasn't just presenting, he was acting, dancing, shouting, and probably helping them carry camera last. Then he moved on to Twilight Zone, the campus drama that had every boarding school students glued to their screen after night prep. But Derele didn't just grow up, exploded into one of the wildest, most unforgettable personalities Nigeria has ever seen. From child actor to fashion hurricane, he ditched uniforms for heels and replaced scripts with red carpet drama. These days, you will find him rocking styles that can confuse customs and hairstyles that defy gravity. This former Kiddie star is now a 16 award-winning icon, living proof that childhood TV energy never dies, it just wears platform shoes. Chinenye has been chasing Nollywood fame since she was a child actor, reciting lines like "Yes, Papa" beside Peter Doce. Back then, you would see her face in a movie and blink twice before you ask, wait, is that not the girl from my cousin's class? She was there, just not loud enough for Nigerians to carry her on their head yet. Life happened, school happened, and like most child actors, she quietly vanished into the land of Wyatt, damp and struggling with hostel water. After university, instead of running back to Nollywood immediately, Chinenye tried her luck as a model, because why not? The cheekbones were boning correctly. But in 2015, the acting bug hit again. By 2016, she stormed our screens like Hamilton with Akweke playing a beautiful maiden who probably had tutors lining up in the NYSC core members during class. Emeka Onanei, if you were in one of those Nigerians that cried like onions were involved while snatching Guardian Angel, you definitely remember Junior, the deaf and dumb boy who had more sense than all of the wicked uncles combined. Played by child actor Emeka Onanei, Junior didn't need to say a word to steal the entire movie. That role catapulted him into the Nollywood spotlight faster than a child running from Koboko. He gave us emotions, talent, and small boy Wahala until just like Nepa, he disappeared. 1 minute he was in every emotional Nollywood film, the next minute, bam, he vanishes like class monitor when it's time to write names of noisemakers. These days, even Emeka is all grown up. And why grown up? We mean he is somewhere out there navigating adulthood, bills, and other possibly traffic in Lagos. No northern skits, no Twitter drama, just vibes and memories from this old actor. Olumide Oworu was that child actor who entered our living rooms through everyday people and refused to leave at just 6 years old. He became Wale Johnson, a cute boy with good English and better manners. Your mom probably used him as a comparison with every time you are misbehaved. Look at Wale Johnson. Is he not your mate? From everybody, people so far from home on Netflix, Olumide grew right before our eyes like Gariki soaked. But he didn't stop at stealing processes. He decided to start stealing votes. In 2023, Olumide ran for House of Assembly in Surulere, won under Labour Party. Nigerians were shocked. 1 minute, he was acting good boy in school uniform. Next minute, he was asking for PVC. He didn't win, but at least he didn't cast himself like some other politicians. Whether it is acting or politics, Olumide has proven that once a child actor, always a grown-up with big plans. So Madina Adima, born in May 1999 in Lagos, but proudly from Nemi, Anambra State. So Madina Adima started his Nollywood journey when he was just 8 years old in the comedy Charge and Bill, but it was the sole administrator in Speak the Word 2006 that really made people sit up. That performance earned him a Best Actor Child nomination at the African Movie Academy Awards in 2007. Talk about starting strong. Unlike those wild actors who disappear faster than jollof rise of a party, so Madina smoothly transitioned into an adult role in moves like Ordinary Fellow and Bennett of Anger. Is not just acting, the guy also took over radio and TV presenting gigs in Enugu and even won some modeling titles while studying at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. His love life had its share of gossip, especially his link to Regina Daniels before she moved on. In 2024, he quietly introduced his son to the world but kept the mama on the down low, still hustling hard in Nollywood and beyond. So Madina shows child actors can grow up and glow too. Samuel known to every Nollywood fan as Spieth, started his acting journey as a child actor. Yes, the same small boy who had us all glued to Tears of Love. This kind wasn't playing. He was so good that he became the first African child actor to bag the Best Kid Actor Awards 3 years straight. Nigerians know how to appreciate real talents. Fast forward from those cute award-winning days, and Spieth has grown into the hilarious young man we all love on The Johnsons, still making us laugh, but now with adult swag. From the adorable child actor to still scenes without saying much to the witty Spieth. So if you ever thought child stars fade away, Samuel Ajibola's story just proved otherwise. Spieth is here to stay. Regina Daniels. If there's one Nollywood child star who upgraded her life like she was installing a new app, it's Regina Daniels. Born on October 10th, 2000. She was basically born with a camera in her face thanks to her mom, Rita Daniels, who was already in the game. At just 7, she was on screen earning a modest 10,000 naira for Marriage of Sorrow, but by 2010, everyone was buzzing about her in Miracle Child. She kept dropping hits like Do Maybe, In School, Python Girl, and Plantain Girl, making it clear she wasn't just a passing fad. As she grew up, Regina didn't just act, she bossed up, producing films, raking in brand deals, and flexing on social media. Then came the plot twist. At 19, she married billionaire politician Ned Nwoko, a man old enough to be her uncle, sparking all kinds of Nigerians' tea. Now, Regina's juggling business, motherhood, and occasional acting living proof that child stars can glow up and glow on. Deacon Famous started as that serious Nollywood child actor you couldn't miss. playing the child of a man-woman in God of Liberation. By age 10, he was rubbing shoulders with Nollywood legends like Kanayo O Kanayo and Zach Oji, basically a mini star. But like many Nigerian parents, his guardians hit the brakes on his acting because, well, wire doesn't pass itself. So Deacon paused, went back to school, and by the time he finished, the child's star glow had dimmed, and he had to hustle again from scratch. Fast forward to 2015, he made a comeback with Superman, a movie shot in New York, but mysteriously missing from Nigerian screens. Some say it got lost in traffic. The film premiered in South Africa though, where he got the celebrity crush for the first time. After staring his like wives on strike and royal skin, Deacon found his groove with comedy skits in 2019. Now, he's not just acting, he is producing with his own Big Bird production, proving child stars can really fly. Chukwudi Okoro Ikenta, yes, that famous Nollywood star who specialized in playing the ultimate spoiled brat, the kind every Nigerian parent warns their kids about, is still in the game. Since bursting into the scene in 1999, Chukwudi Okoro perfected the art of being this troublemaker in movies, whether comedy, tragedy, or something in between. You've seen him cause chaos in Onyeze, Agoba, Egot, and of course, Ikenta, Onyojo. Fast forward to today, Ikenta is all grown up, still grinding in Nollywood, trying to shake off that child actor label and score a big break to remind everyone he's not just the annoying kid anymore. He's like Nigerians trying to get never lights, sometimes slow, sometimes unpredictable, but always hoping for that big aha moment. One thing's for sure, Ikenta's hustle is real, and who knows, his comeback might just be around the corner. Sharon Izamaka. Sharon basically grew up on Nigerian TV screens, starting as a child actor at 5 years old in the 1997 movie Nairo Escape. Yes, alongside Peter Duch, who was probably confused about acting with a tiny boss like her. She became a household name in the early 2000s, playing Shine in Dear Mother, and kind of role that made parents smile and kids say, I want to be like her. She was everywhere, innocent but mature, the perfect Nollywood child star. But like many child stars, Sharon hits pause to rebrand while some struggle turning adult. She took her time, dipped into media with Fab magazine, and made a classic return of the Johnsons on MTV's Sugar. Though, let's be honest, the drama was enough to make anyone say, I'm tired of watching. Now, Sharon's not just about acting, she is a proud feminist and women's rights advocate, focusing on herself instead of rushing into marriage like some Nollywood plots. Still the star, just on her own terms. Aziz Ijajuade. Aziz Ijajuade is one of those child actors Yoruba movie lovers still talk about at family gatherings. He kicked off his acting journey way back in 1992, but it was 1994 that really made people shout. That's Ola from Jensimi, the movie where he even acted alongside his father, Waheed Ijajuade, making it a whole family business. Back then, his face was everywhere, and every Yoruba movie fan knew him as the cheeky kid who stole scenes. Like many child stars, Aziz took a little break, probably to enjoy some normal childhood or catch up on homework. But he didn't just disappear. He came back stronger, swapping the acting shoes for the producer and director's chair. So from child actor stealing scenes to behind the scenes boss, Aziz's journey shows that sometimes a camera loves you so much it won't let you go. Samuel Olasheinde. If you were a fan of Yoruba Nollywood comedies, you definitely remember Samuel, the mischievous, sharp-tongued kid who had a PhD in annoying people on screen, son of veteran comedian Kayode Olasheinde. Ajirebi Opa James from Papa Jasco, Samuel was basically born with a script in hand. From his stubborn, witty child roles, he became the ultimate troublemaker everyone secretly loved to hate. As a child actor, he was everywhere, making Yoruba movie fans laugh and groan in equal measure. But Samuel Olasheinde didn't just stay the cheeky kid forever. After university and NYSC, he leveled up and came back with more skills, not just acting but writing and directing too. Now he is carving his own path in Nollywood, showing everyone he's not just a Jirebi's son but a star in his own right. From child actor to behind the scenes boss, Samuel's glow up is pure Nollywood magic. So if you enjoyed the video, quickly hit the subscribe button and like this video. Then click on the video showing the screen to watch the next video. Click on it before this video ends. See you in the next video.